Environmental activists urging President Joe Biden to wage a stronger fight against climate change are facing an agonizing strategic decision. How hard can they push him without risking throwing the election to Donald Trump? Biden, who signed the biggest climate law in U.S. history, has angered environmentalists by approving fossil fuel projects. Now, the head of one group says, "I'm worried about getting climate activists back." Despite delivering the largest ever investment in climate action through Congress, pouring hundreds of billions of dollars into technologies such as wind power and electric cars, Biden and his appointees have faced loud protests from activists dismayed by administration actions boosting oil and gas production. Unhappiness is especially rife among the young climate-minded voters who Democrats worry will either sit out the November election or back a third-party candidate. Biden's challenge was evident Monday when 100 members of the youth-led climate group Sunrise Movement descended on his campaign's headquarters in Wilmington, Delaware. Police arrested 20 protesters who had entered the campaign office with signs imploring Biden to lead or lose and to fund climate efforts rather than sending money to Israel. The activists also demanded that the president declare a climate emergency. That move, they said, would unlock executive powers allowing Biden to cancel fossil fuel development on federal lands and direct manufacturers to make renewable energy products. The groups all agree on one thing: electing Trump would be devastating for meeting U.S. climate goals. But that is not animating voters who see such framing as picking the lesser of two evils, including some who are also motivated by Biden's other policies, such as support for Israel. "Some people may disagree with a couple of decisions in particular," said Tiernan Sittenfeld, senior vice president of government affairs with the League of Conservation Voters, whose Political Action Committee, LCV Action Fund, endorsed Biden's re-election last year. "But," she said, "when it comes to defeating Trump, this choice could not be more clear: the president who has done more on climate than any other by far, or the most anti-environmental president ever." David Keefe, president of the Environmental Defense Fund Action, he said, who served in Biden's Council on Environmental Quality after leading environmental outreach on the president's 2020 campaign, said his organization plans to underscore that Biden's motive is clear: he wants to do more on climate, which is the opposite of Trump. "Biden has passed my test of being more committed on climate than any president in history.